Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the update for today, which was Sunday, the 31st of May, here in the year 2026. So today I was back at the store. Today it was a self-checkout shift, 9 to 6. And honestly, it was a pretty good day. First, I actually got to bag for most of the day, which I've mentioned on previous occasions is my favorite of the on the floor roles that I have. Probably my ultimate favorite role is the accounting office. But the for the on the floor ones that I do on a regular basis, it's bagging. And I was able to do that for actually 6 of the 8 hours today. There happened to be a significant number of people, particularly on the morning shift, that prefer working self checkout to basically most of the other things in our department. So quite often, I can kind of luck into staying on bagging, which I personally prefer, and being able to kind of help out on that side. And so I was able to do that again for most of the day today. So that was a win. Another win today, for the second time in like 3 or 4 shifts, like the force just disrupted somehow, and everyone in our department who was scheduled to work today showed up. Yeah. Pretty sure that we're still on single digits in terms of the number of times that has happened in my retail career, which I mean, frankly, hasn't been that long. Only going to be 25 years in August. But I think we're still in single digits on everybody showed up days. But today was one of them, and it was a good day in that regard as well. Another thing that made today a good day on the day shift was that it was a sunny Sunday. And I'm in the Portland area. For those of you who are not from, and this is Portland, Oregon, not Portland, Maine. And sunny is not a thing that happens all the time around here. And sunny on a Sunday seems, statistically speaking, even less likely. I swear to goodness, the weather gods have it out for us here, and weekends tend to be worse than weekdays. I know it's a conspiracy theory, but I'm going to roll with it because it sure seems to be the case. And as somebody who gets a lot of like Tuesdays and Wednesdays, or Wednesdays and Thursdays off, I've benefited from that quite a bit over the years. From what I understand, this coming Tuesday is going to be a very, very nice day. Where we can switch, we can kick out all the complain because it's raining people, and add in the complaining because it's hot folks. But anyway, where was I going with that? Oh yes, sunny day. So what happens on a sunny weekend day? If there's a sunny day on a weekend, and I mean sunny where it's room temperature, not where it's like outrageously hot. Now, typically, and today contradicts this, but typically a bunch of illness starts occurring in our department and a bunch of people call out. That didn't happen today. But the other thank God, by the way. Did I mention that that's rare? Anyway, but the other thing did happen. And and I don't know if the entire rest of the country works like this, or if it's just here, because it is so cloudy and so dreary and so dismal here so often that if we get a nice day on a weekend, pretty much everybody, their uncle, cousin, sister, brother, dog, Tweety bird, everybody else goes out and plays in it during the daytime. And which makes the day shift at the store, and especially if everybody showed up, which, did I mention, doesn't happen all that often. But if you get a day like that on a sunny weekend day, all the customers are out playing. But then what happens, unfortunately, is, especially when it's Sunday, the sun goes down, and then the people that were outside playing, oh, bleep, we need to go get our food. And by that point, all the shifts that were scheduled to accommodate the regular daytime sunny weather traffic flow, they've all now gone home. Like, for example, me being one of them, I'd be at my gym or, for that matter, at home by the time that this happened. And then everybody, again, and their uncle, cousin, sister, dog, Tweety Bird, all the rest show up when you're down to one cashier at like 8:30 at night, and you have a stressed out PIC or supervisor, a bagger maybe, and one stressed out cashier, and that's then how it goes for like, and it starts about 45 minutes after sundown. My source for this, boys and girls, is like 785 closing supervisor shifts over the years. And if it's a sunny Sunday, that's what happens. So most certainly, as a matter of fact, right now, I'm filming this at like 10:10 at night. More than likely, the evening staff is scrambling to get caught up. I hope for their sake they're not, but chances are that's probably how it's going. Let's see. The Broom Saga. I mentioned a couple of weeks ago about I called it the rule of the week, where we were sweeping out the entrances like every hour on the hour, and that it was going to be completely not sustainable. So called that one. Now it's supervisors doing it. So the cart kids can actually go push carts. That being said, it looks like we're piloting another initiative where baggers are going to be more highly encouraged to offer loadout service. Now, it'd be interesting to see how this goes. Back when I first started, and this is back in 2001, you were expected as the checker to offer loadout service to every single customer, and I do mean every single customer. And every so often, and it was one of the questions it was one of the big five. Hi, how are you? Find everything. Would you like some help out today? Is the one we're talking about today. And thanks for coming in, or have a great day, or something to that effect. And you had to state the big five to every single customer. And if you missed one of the big five to any customer on a secret shop, not termination, but got a nasty gram. And so one of the ones was, would you like help out? They would send through an auditor who would ask for stamps. A sheet of stamps. If you didn't ask for the big five, including, would you like some help out today, you got dinged. Now, I don't think we're going to that extreme. But that being said, I'm interested to see, because there's a lot of times, basically baggers get pulled to other things like before almost anybody else in the checkout department. So I'll see interested to see how this one goes. But anyway, so I mentioned the broom thing. Yes, they came to realize that the cart kids doing that meant that the carts don't get pushed. So now supervisors doing that. I also mentioned the saga of the dustpan. Well, apparently there's still have a broom out there, but there's still no dustpan, so they still have to go and talk to Floral. Which, oddly enough, during the self-checkout portion of my day, I was at the self-checkout closest to Floral, so I ended up talking to them anyway. But it was really slow during the time that I was at self-checkout today. This was right during the sunniest, warmest part of the day. Anyway, I also talked about getting rid of like Amazon Music and stuff to that effect, and Netflix and whatnot. I did find that I really, really missed on-demand music. Basically what I was using Amazon Music for. I kept Pandora because I have a uber eclectic Pandora station that I've been building since 2012 that I'll talk about someday on one of these videos. That being said, I've just realized that Pandora, if you already have the no ads Pandora, which I do because I listen to it in the accounting office for 5 to 7 hours at a time, turns out you can request your own song for an extra like $4 a month. So I did reinstitute that. Anyway, I'm out of time for today. Thanks for joining me all the way to the end, and we'll look forward to talking to you.